People view sex as a damaging thing for women and as an empowering thing for men. This is why female to male, old to young will never be seen in the same light and shouldn't be seen in the same light as male to female, old to young. It's a totally different thing. There are, when you are fucked by a thing, you are socially seen as damaged, okay? That's why the woman has to give it up, right? That's why she gets fucked. Right? So the idea that an older woman could do irreparable damage to a young man, psychologically, there might be some truth to that, but socially, it is a bankrupt position because nobody views it that way.
Before, but this is different. It's very hard as a parent and a Christian to say both things.
And you actually say in the book, you talk about this. You talk about this struggle.
And there are a million ways or questions that you can ask to prove that concept. Find a good Christian man or find a red pill dude or whatever, and it's like, okay, you want a woman with, give me some like qualifiers for it, right? At some point, a low body count. Oh, okay. You want a woman with a low body count. All right. Just curious. There's two women that you could marry. One of them has a body count of 3. The other has a body count of 10. The one with the 3 has been fucked by 3 guys, and the one with 10 has been with 10 women. Which one would you rather be with? The guy's choosing the 10 lesbian hookups every single time because it doesn't count. It's not even a real thing in a man's mind that lesbian shit it doesn't matter. They would take a woman with a body count of 50 lesbians over 5 men, over 5 dicks. Or ask a guy, and it's like, oh, like, I don't think male rape is taken seriously enough. It's not taken seriously. Oh, okay. You don't think male rape is taken seriously enough. Just curious. If you had to be subjected to 5 women mounting and riding you against your will, or 1 man fucking you in the ass against your will, which one would you rather deal with? It's 5 women every time. It's not even close. We do not view these things socially even remotely the same. So to pretend that the age gaps between older men and younger women or older women and younger men should be taken, that's fucking delusional. There's a reason why we don't take it the same, and no amount of like social signaling on it is ever going to make people take it the same until you start treating sex between both people the same, which we're not even close to. So, but who cares?
Internal struggle in the book, and you talk about moral trade-offs that result in favoring a strict migration policy without dehumanizing anyone. But listen, over 50 people have died in ICE custody. There are thousands of children, 6,200, that are being held in places like Dili Detention Center. The people that have visited those detention centers, I don't know if you have, talk about the subhuman, infrahuman conditions, the lack of clean water, the lack of medical attention, the lack of education. I would urge you as a Christian and as a father to visit those detention centers where the children are being held and make sure that the conditions are up to the values that we hold in this country.
So you guys have thrown a lot at me, and I see we've got 30 seconds left here. But let me say, number one,
you can go long.
I'd like to pick up on this theme because I think it's really important. We do have to strike a balance, of course, between enforcing our laws. We don't want to dehumanize people. That is the balance that, look, law enforcement, what I'd say about this, law enforcement is always inherently not a very pretty process, especially when you're dealing sometimes with violent people, with people who are resisting arrest. Some of the people that I've been told by
like
the media
Alex Preddy
were
and
completely
Renee
peaceful, had never violated any laws. You actually look into the record and you find out that those people were actually being violent, or they did have a criminal record. They had a sex trafficking conviction.
Don't have criminal records. The majority of people that ICE is rounding up and taking out of their homes from their families, they're separating families. They're using children as bait. The majority are not criminal.
But can I respond to that? Let me just say this. Okay. So you talk about the children. Here's what I'd say. Do we know that during the last administration, we had...
Just to figure man hate, some more. My first girlfriend was getting stalked by a 30-year-old man from Korea that would fly all the way to Eastern Europe and talking about how he wants to marry her when she was like 17. She had him blocked and he kept sending gifts to your address years later. It might be crazy. I need you to send me every single DM between your girlfriend and him, and if she was ever nice to him even one time, that actually doesn't count as stalking at all. And you're going to be sued for defamation. So email me every single communication, by the way.
Tens of thousands of children who were sex trafficked by the cartels, who were brought into our country in profoundly dangerous and predatory conditions.
Let's talk about this administration.
But here's the point. Unless you enforce the border, you invite that kind of conduct. You think that our immigration policies are inhumane based on the reporting of one person with a political bias. What I'm telling you is...
While I agree with you and socially you're correct, can you also talk about the damage and unspoken harm that men feel like they can't speak out because it is socially one-sided? Sure. Yeah, it's not good. But if you want male to female abuse, that's taken seriously. If you want female to male abuse to be taken as seriously as male to female abuse, then you have to have completely congruent views on sexual promiscuity. If you don't have congruent views on that, you don't deserve to have congruent views on rape or sexual abuse. You just don't. You shouldn't. It should be totally different. The two things, those have to be congruent. If you look at a woman who's fucked 50 dudes and you think that that's way more gross than like a guy who's maybe fucked 50 women or whatever, or there's a significantly different moral weight there in your mind, then you have no right to say that like men that get molested by women or whatever should be treated the same as women that get molested by women. It's not even remotely the same thing. So, but if you view the sex thing differently, you have to view the sexual assault thing differently. Like, sorry, it's just the way
Is
it
that
goes.
it's inhumane.
I don't make the rules, okay? God just commands them, and then I read them to you.
To allow cartels to sex traffic people across our
you guys
border.
are gonna-
And I'm-
you guys are
and by the
gonna
way,
break
Hold on, yo.
Closing the
Please hold on.
I appreciate that. I
Hold
want to
on.
get you back in it.
We're coming back with more.